Alright, a little update here on the Derp ATV project. It's getting there in terms of the whole cab structure. I got the lower fender walls pretty much all skinned up, riveted, and sealed. And I will admit, it's a lot of holes and a lot of rivets and a lot of sealant, but it's got to get done. Kind of makes you appreciate why they charge so much for the Sherps and those Airstream trailers. They're paying a guy $25 an hour to drill holes and rivet and seal. It's going to be very time consuming. On the rivets, I did 3 inches on the bottoms, 3 inch on centers, and then 3.5s, pretty much all on the upper side here, just to give me a nice, good mechanical bond there. Really, the only thing left to do is this panel right here. So this is where the exhaust would come out, and then I also have to build up those radiator screens or whatever. I'm thinking like a chicken wire type of deal, something cheap and simple. And yeah, probably put some catches on it, and then you just kind of like the Sherp, you just plunge a wire and falls out. So note too, I don't know why I put this in here. I guess when I was eyeballing this thing, I don't know what I was thinking, but that's what you get when you don't engineer something. So there's this funky little structure right here. I opted for no fenders protruding just because yeah, I know I'm going to rip them off in the future, so might as well just leave them off. And from the inside, you can tell it's kind of getting cozy in here, getting all walled up. I am going to be picking up the Lexan next weekend. It took me quite a while and a few phone calls to find a warehouse that actually had it, but I was able to find a warehouse that had some drops that fit my profiles for my side windows, windscreen, and the rear windscreen. So that was a lucky find there, just because of the whole, pandemic deal. The Lexan's like back ordered like 20 weeks. It's pretty ridiculous. But I'm going with some MR10 Lexan, just because, well, it's impact resistant more so than glass. So that's why I did that. And then with that, I can pretty much put up my bulb seals here, and I'm just really itching to get this thing watertight, because I'm tired of water ingressing into this vehicle, and just, you can tell here, we got a lot more rain coming too. Right side, inner walls, it's not sealed or riveted yet, but the holes are drilled, and it's kind of cluckoed right now. These things are really useful if you're dealing with this type of construction. But yeah, this just needs to get sealed up, but same deal goes with here. I got to work on my, I don't know what you'd call it, grill or screen or whatever, and then the lower panel as well. So yeah, it really makes you appreciate those Airstream trailers and Sherps, I guess, in terms of a cost standpoint. They're paying a dude $25 an hour to drill, rivet, and seal. That can add up real fast. I guess let me kind of go in here, kind of show you the inside construction. It would be nice to kind of have, cinder block's not perfectly level. It would be really nice to have a press brake. I had to bend this by hand on pretty much on the edge of the work table, and a piece of tubing, square tubing, clamped down. But it turned out alright for what I needed to do. Yeah, you can kind of see that dog leg. I don't know why I put that there. I guess it just kind of looked right when I was doing the tube work. But, yeah. Hopefully soon I can get the windows in here and get this thing kind of sealed up, because like I said before, it's kind of annoying trying to bail water out of this thing all the time. Yeah. And really the big last thing I need to skin is the rear, but before I do that, I need to update my tailgate supports right here, because they're kind of too flexible. I gotta put some 3/16 metal on there. I am going through some trial and tribulations. You can kind of see I dismounted the tires off the rims because I had an issue with clearances on the chain box. I do have it revised. We can take a look at the first one I did. This one's all blown up, actually. I have a funky adapter in there. Let's see if you can see it. But I had to cut out my beautiful rims. It's a very sad state of affairs, but it had to be done. And what I did is I pretty much sucked that inner cone outwards, so it pretty much pinches the tire, but it also changes the center line as well. So now I have enough clearance, and I'm just right on the verge of legal width limit, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm not too concerned with that. That's kind of manageable. So that's basically going to be the project next. I got one cut up right now. And yeah, that's the thing with these prototypes. The Chinese don't really give you a user's manual on rim size, so you kind of got to do a little trial and error there, unfortunately. It's not like a tracked vehicle where you can dictate the dimensions of your ground engaging surface. So yeah, so obviously once you have a wide rim like I did, it just ballooned the tires out like crazy. But now this is a little bit more manageable, you can tell here, because of the tread. Sidewall doesn't bulge out. The sidewall used to bulge out to like here with my wider rims, so this looks a little more manageable. Plus they're a little bit bigger in OD. They grow it out a little bit there too, which is good. So yeah. Oh, and back there you can kind of see I got the tailgate all skinned up as well. So really want to get this thing weatherproof, and I want to do a lot of the sealant work too before it gets below 40, which is coming up, that's for sure. Winter is coming.